Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Cashed Out. And today I'm going to be doing a 3-month review on these earbuds right here. Now, these are the Beats Fit Pro, and these have been my go-to earbuds, honestly, for like the past 3 months. Ever since I got them, they took the place of my Power Beats 4, and they've been fantastic. So I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts, some of the things that I like, some of the things that I haven't liked over the past 3 months, and I just kind of let you know what the long-term feel is of using these earbuds on a day-to-day basis. We'll start off with the things that I do like about these earbuds, and the first thing is that they're still working just fine. These have been my go-to earbuds. I use them every single day. I use them for everything from phone calls to listening to podcasts to listening to music, and they're still working great. I haven't had any issues with them in terms of breaking down, in terms of not being able to handle the workload. So the fact that they're still performing and performing at a high level is a great sign for me. You can't always count on that when it comes to technology. Sometimes things break down pretty easily, but these ones have been solid. Also, I've dropped this case a couple times. I've actually dropped it a couple times in the gym. I've dropped it a couple times outside of my car. So the case has been sturdy. It hasn't busted apart, and the earbuds themselves are held very nicely. So I like the quality of it, still running strong in that area. The other thing that I do like about these earbuds has been their quick charging time. I can go from 0 to maybe about 40 to 50% relatively quickly. I'd say maybe in about 10 to 15 minutes on a charge. So that's awesome. I don't have to sit there and wait all day for my earbuds to charge. They actually work pretty quickly, and I love that quick charge because I'm constantly on the go. So whenever I find a small window to be able to plug them in, get them juiced up, the quicker the better for me. The noise cancellation is the other thing that's been really performing very well for me over these past couple months. Whenever I'm in the gym or wherever I'm traveling on an airplane or things like that, the noise cancellation on these buds has been fantastic. It's served me really well. It's allowed me to stay focused on what I'm listening to and not get super distracted, especially when you're hearing weights clank in the background when you're trying to work out or listen to your music to get yourself in the zone. But that noise cancellation has been great for that, and it works really good. The transparency mode is still running strong, and that does a nice job. Like I mentioned in my earlier review, it's not very robotic. It sounds very natural, and you can actually pay attention and hear to what somebody's saying to you when you got the transparency mode on. The one thing that I did catch, though, is that it's sometimes you don't completely hear everything that people are saying, because kind of like that, it's almost as if the noise cancellation and the transparency will kind of work together at the same time, which it's just, I think it's just a me thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with the buds, but just be mindful of that. Even if you have the transparency mode on, if somebody's talking kind of softly, you're not really going to be able to catch everything on that. But other than that, perfectly fine. Definitely works really well there. So I really like that aspect of it. Now, something that I didn't think would be as big of a deal for me was the spatial audio that this allows you to access. And there's been a couple podcasts and a couple of things that I've been able to listen to that have featured that Dolby Atmos spatial audio. And it's been fantastic. It's been really cool to hear, because it's literally like you're in the room. It's like you're in the room with whoever you're listening to or whoever you're watching. I've been driving, and then when I turn my head, I can still hear the audio coming in from the direction that it was being spoken from. And it's a really nice feature. If you haven't had a chance to try this spatial audio, definitely try it out, whether it's with these earbuds or another pair. They're definitely worth a try. So that's worked really well for me, and I've really enjoyed using that feature as well. So those are my likes for using these earbuds for the past 3 months or so, but there are a few things that I haven't been a huge fan of in terms of these earbuds. And the first one is actually the feature of being able to use one earbud at a time. Now, sometimes I'll typically have one earbud in so I can listen to what's going on if I'm talking to people in the office or whatever. But whenever you use just one earbud at a time, after a while, it gets really hard for the second earbud to catch up and pair directly to your device. So sometimes I'll have one earbud in, and then when I want to pick up a phone call and I want to have both earbuds in, when I put the second earbud in, it kind of never pairs in, it never connects. So I just end up using that one earbud. Or what I have to do is I have to take the second earbud, put both earbuds back into the case, and then let it sit for like a second, and then open the case back up and put them back in for the second earbud to repair. So just some goofiness in terms of pairing. So whenever you use one earbud for a while, the second one doesn't really pair right away. So that's just something that I've noticed that I haven't really been a huge fan of. The second thing that's been kind of a bit of an annoyance for me with using these buds is that when the case dies, you really can't use the earbuds anymore. So if you have the earbuds out in your ears and you're listening to music, and the case hits 0, you can still keep using the earbuds. But if you have, let's just say, one earbud or both earbuds in the case and the case dies, if you try to put them in, they're not going to work. Even though the earbuds are fully charged, unless the case is charged as well, they're not going to connect to your phone even though they've been connected before. So I said, not a huge deal, and it's not really a big deal, especially with how quickly the case charges. So it's not really a big deal, but it's just kind of one of those annoyances that I've come across. It's just something that I've been like, it would be nice if I could still use the earbuds because they're still charged. But anyway, the last thing that I've kind of been annoyed with using these buds is that it uses USB-C to charge the case as opposed to lightning charging. Now, if you're like an Android user, this may not be as big of a deal for you, or if you're I think some of the newer iPhones also use USB-C, but for me, I still use the lightning charging cables, so that's a little bit more of a nuisance for me just because I have to find a USB-C cable, which I typically don't have a ton on hand when I'm running around with just my cell phone. So that part is kind of annoying, but like I said, between my MacBook, my MacBook uses USB-C, so sometimes I'll just steal that, or I'll just have to go ahead and use my USB-C cable for this case. But if it would be super nice if they had the lightning port charging for this case, but I feel like USB-C is the future. That's the direction everybody's going. So I guess I'm due for a new phone. Maybe I just need to upgrade my phone. Who knows? I still like it though. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to give you guys my 3-month review of this Beats Fit Pro. As I mentioned, they've been my go-to earbuds for the past 3 months, and they haven't disappointed. They've worked fantastic. They do a great job as my go-to earbuds. Sound quality, call quality, all of that stuff is on point. A few things that I've been annoyed by, just kind of talked about them there, but other than that, no major issues to really speak of. So if you're looking to get these earbuds as a long-term review, 3 months, which obviously there's longer terms we can use. We'll see how they hang out for the next 6 months to a year, but so far so good over 3 months. So if you're looking at them, definitely get them. You're not going to be disappointed. As I mentioned, I actually upgraded from my Powerbeats 4 to these ones, and I kind of still like the call quality of the Powerbeats 4 in terms of their noise cancellation, in terms of isolating your voice on a phone call. But other than that, I think everything else that these have to offer has definitely been a huge upgrade. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.